Man, I gotta show you guys pictures of my old bedroom.
I would like to see that.
Oh boy.
I got a place for those called the internet.
Mine was too bad.
To give us a sample, like what kind of wonder would we see in that bedroom of yours?
Oh God, there were NES and Game Boy boxes all over the walls.
You'd hang them on the wall.
Yep.
Anthony, why are you pumping your fist? That's right.
too.
That's the metaphor.
Yeah.
So what did you got, both of you guys?
My last bedroom had 3 Star Wars posters, and I had a tiny-ass bedroom. 3 Star Wars posters, a Warhammer Online poster sitting right above me so I could see it when I woke up.
That's a geek shrine.
That's how you wanted to.
You had a
wake up
Warhammer
in the
poster
morning.
on your ceiling?
I had
so you'd wake up and
I
go,
had Justice League posters.
Yeah.
I had.
Let's hear it. Keep them coming.
I can't. I'm sure I had many video game posters. I don't remember specifics, but there were some geeky ass posters hanging all over my room.
I had movie posters.
There were
lots of movie posters, but I worked at a theater and I got them for free. So I'd have like shit like Man's Best Friend up.
I had action figures.
Airbud too.
All over the wall.
We used it as wallpaper around the house. We had Airbud.
yeah, why not?
We'll get to that. I want to hear. Let these guys keep incriminating themselves. I'm the Grand Inquisitor of this shit. Ryan, what else did you have in that fucking bedroom?
There's action figures. There's all the Final Fantasy VIII, the whole set.
Figures?
Action figures. Unopened.
Manga.
Unopened. Oh, that's the key.
Yeah.
Unopened?
That's an extra
For
step.
me, it wasn't.
Wait, did you have them on your wall? Because I saw a picture of that. You had a fucking unopened action figure.
Hanging on the wall, yes. I had a whole series
Like
of
mounted on the wall?
Yeah, like hung from the thumbtacks, you know? I wish we could take a picture of Sean's face right now.
Anthony's coloring because he has something worse to admit.
That's like the random. You could that in my head. That's like taking like a fucking soy sauce packet and then some like blue tack, put it on the roof of your dorm.
How's this worse than having a Nintendo game box on the wall? Or, like 40
goes
of
along
them.
with it.
The sad thing is I don't understand why it is ridiculous to you. I'm just like, why is this ridiculous?
What's wrong with it?
This is cool.
Well, not to get too personal, but did either of you guys entertain the company of women in these rooms in this state?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, they must have been very cool women.
Oh, God. Well, dude, were they from Yahoo Personals?
Broken Sean.
Were they from fucking...
You know what? I'll say, I'm very fortunate that my girlfriend is, as big a geek as I am.
That is very cool.
So her room is the same thing? There's like My Little Pony, taped by the hair hanging off the ceiling fan?
In our apartment's a little more normal than my old room was. But
you're lucky.
We got an Iron Man movie poster from somewhere, and she's like, "Cool, let's hang this in the kitchen."
Wow.
Like, okay.
God, dude.
Wow, you're living the geek's dream there.
Cardboard City Times.
I think mine was probably
Ryan's our man on the street. What about you, Anthony? So what did the woman think about
I think mine was probably a more terrifying experience because when they'd meet me in college and stuff, they'd have no idea. I wouldn't talk about video games and stuff like that, and then they'd come over and it's like orcs.
Yeah, you look
Luke
on the
Skywalker.
outside like
how are you gonna
cool.
how are you gonna kick it though when you got that
The Warhammer Online poster right over the bed.
yeah, it's like mood kill. You're trying to let me light
you
a
got
candle.
Barry White on the stereo.
She's like, let me light a candle. You're like, no, that'll blacken some of my Warhammer posters.
It's like a test. If she's not with it, then you
Exactly.
don't-
I was
Right.
I was unapologetic about it.
That's
good,
the way
though.
to be.
That's it, man.
Right on.
And you still kicked it. That's like the dude who's got all the Sports Illustrated Maxim stuff taped up in his garage, and he still kicks it in there.
That's how our house. That's how our whole
Still
house
kicks
was.
it in that
Yeah.
garage.
Where do we
None
go
of this sounds
from
foreign to
here?
me.
I don't know where we go from here.
Excavations, man.
Only up or down.
Oh, the
Not
archaeologist,
sure.
nerd room archaeologist,
Yeah, I don't even remember. I've been domesticated for so long.
rummaging around through that stuff.
And I have a daughter, too, so I don't have a dorky son who would have further enabled that back.
Yeah, where you're kind of looking at him, you're like, oh man.
No, I would support it.
Support it. I
would-
didn't
I
write
would-
Frodo on the calendar.
Right, I would have been living vicariously through him if he had.
Well, there's
Iron
the
Man
age
poster.
thing too, and then it is you're talking about college years. At least that. Well, Ryan, I don't know. You've got an Iron Man poster. I'm gonna leave you with that fucking image in your head. But you were in your college years, and that's when in college did you ever go to a peer's place and it wasn't actually like a cesspit of some, like a
Very rarely.
aquarium full of like
my
fish
my
shit
dorm room
yeah.
in I lived in a dorm at UC Berkeley my freshman year, and it was 8 stories, I think. And our room, my and my roommate's room, we won messiest room of the whole building, and it was a fucking pit. It was. There was no room. There was no floor. We had no floor at all. It was grotesque.
Yeah.
My roommate Derek Evans had the Beauty of the Week from like some kind of like Ebony magazine or something, and he put them all on this wall. But they're fully nude, though, was the thing. So it wasn't Ebony, but it was they were fully nude Beauties of the Week, and he would just line them up each time he would get them, and he would tell me like, I just like looking at these, and I wake up in the morning, it makes me feel good looking at this. And he's like, you could put some stuff up too if you want. I was like, I can? Like, that's cool. I don't really want to. And then,
This is
I was like,
enough.
and I was bringing my girlfriend Lindsay over to the dorm that's all the time, which was heinous in and of itself because I'm sure it's a single tiny ass room. And we had this system where we'd put like a fucking rubber band on the handle.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking come in this door, dude. And he would always be so drunk he would never notice the fucking rubber band. I'm like, one time I'm like, Derek, there's fucking Beauty of the Week on the wall. I'm in here. I got the rubber band on the door. What's it gonna take? And then the same guy, he also would have these like porno viewing sessions and have all of his friends over. But I picked up a few good lines from that. I just want to say this because there's a rhyme to remember. One of them was Satisfaction Jackson. I haven't told you this story before.
I don't
have
think so.
Satisfaction Jackson. And the plot of this movie...
That's the name of the movie?
Yeah, Satisfaction was basically like a surrogate that you provide when you can't pleasure your wife properly. You bring her into Satisfaction Jackson, and he got you covered. No doubt.
Okay, that's one
So
way to
With
make
you,
a
with
living.
him, with you.
This was one of these rad like cross-cultural experiences at the time because I was like, I was meeting different people. And so we're watching this with a group of his friends, and the first thing is there's this like really scrawny guy, and that was the husband. And he comes in, and he's with his wife, and she's of course a porno star. It doesn't make any sense. And then she's like, my husband brings home plenty of bacon, but not enough pork. And then he's like, get back, woman! You know damn well my expertise is designing computers, not fucking pussy! And then like that. I mean, this is an exploitation movie, so the dialogue is that bad. And then like it was all quiet, like because I wanted to laugh at that because it was pretty funny. But I was like, I don't want anyone to think the wrong thing. Like I don't want them to think like, dude, that guy doesn't design computers. It's like, and then someone else, like Derek's friends, like, fucking don't design computers. And then everyone started cracking up. But then the good line from that movie was after Satisfaction would sort of present his course on the art of satisfaction, he broke it. The husband broke it down as such, observing. He said, "Actually, I can't say this."
You tell this whole story.
I was all building up for this, and I was like about to say it. I'm
no.
like, actually, I can't say this.
How can you
What
draw a
can't
line
you say?
now?
Yeah. I want to hear this. Maybe I'll edit it out.
This is bad, and now like it. Okay.
I'll mark the time. Maybe I'll put a beep
Mark
here.
the time and put a warning.
Okay.
If you are under 18 or if you have any taste whatsoever,
You should have stopped this thing long ago.
Long time ago.
So the guy was watching, and like as he's supposedly watching his wife being pleasured, he's like, pulls out his hand in front of him and he starts counting it off. He's like, lick, stroke, kiss, suck. Only then do you give your fuck. Make them happy. It's the main attraction. Bitches call it satisfaction. So that went with us through the rest of my education.
So that's a rhyme you continue to tell yourself years later.
That was my
like you're
inspiration. That's when I
guiding
got
the
into
words to
hip-hop,
live
at that
by,
moment
yeah.
right there.
That was it.
That was
the switch.
Hip hop.
All right, on that note,
okay.
I got to get out of
You
here.
got it. Right.